celebrations. We wanted to see a response from your side, and what a response you got. Terrific performance.
Yeah, we needed that. And obviously every player came to the table today, to be honest, and that's the type of work rate, energy, tempo we need. That's our DNA. It's been tough because we've had the same group playing week in, week out. Jack Sarby comes into the group, freshening it up a bit. Aaron comes in. Huge leadership from Aaron today. Takes over the captain's armband. Sam passed it back to him. Big respect there. And then Jordan Willis, comes in at centre half, and I think we look more physical, which we needed to be. We felt that today. And look, overall, Kieran coming back into the team as well. We've had a lot of players lost through injury or suspension, and it just makes a hell of a difference when we can put players on that have been consistent for us over the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, you talk about energy and spark, and you mentioned it in the week as well. It just dipped a little bit, but that was the foundation of the performance today, wasn't it? That energy, the pressing. It
dips through the month and a half where you're playing the same group at a higher level, game in, game out, because of the amount of injuries we picked up. We feel like we're starting to get a few back, and I would hope that maybe John Guthrie might be there or thereabouts for a few minutes with the Papa John's game, which would be a huge plus for the whole group. And it just feels better that we start and get the group back together, and yeah, really pleased.
Yeah, you talked about Aaron McGowan, and obviously when you're in a bit of a tough moment, you need characters, leaders that stand up, and obviously with his ability as a footballer as well. But is that the reason why he came back into the team today, to give that leadership?
I think there's various reasons why he came back into the team today. He was chipping away at me as well. I'll give him credit there, and and I just felt we needed to play forward quicker, some more energy to us in that respect. And no disrespect to who's played in that position, but you're right, leadership was probably one. I needed physicality, people who are going to step up and win the battle first and foremost, and play on top of that, and I felt we did that today.
Yeah, you certainly did. Mark Leonard, I know to pick out individuals is cruel because it was a superb team performance, but the strike from Leonard, he was getting forward and he was brilliant again today.
It was good. He locked on to Powell there today, and played him higher up the pitch, and I set him a bit of a challenge, and we had a bit of a laugh and joke at the end. I didn't know if that was an assist instead of his goal, but no, it was certainly his goal. And look, really pleased for him. He ran forward, played forward really well today, and he's got great ability, and it fitted and worked well today.
It obviously, it depends how you play, depends of course what the opposition does, but it looked like in the first half you just stripped it back a little bit and almost was saying build your way into the game, fill your way into the game, and then really second half you stepped on them.
Yeah, I think the game opened up a little bit. I think tactically they went to 4-4-2, so the midfield opened up more, and we then if we won their balls forward, then we secondary defending, we get in behind and we win it and we play forward, and we felt more space opened up in midfield that way, so that helped us in effect. So yeah, and then obviously we broke on them brilliantly, and then the other thing, I thought our energy to get back into shape was excellent. A lot of key things that happened today, and that we've tried to work on and add in the week, and look, the boys have to implement that, and fair credit to them all.
Obviously you always talk about staying level as you possibly can, highs and highs and lows and lows, etc. Yeah. It must have been difficult in the last couple of weeks, obviously. So what did it mean at full time when that final whistle goes and you got those 3 points?
Well, it's just taking a game at a time, and that potentially you might have to ride through storms. I've been told, I've said to you before, you're going to have to ride through storms at this level, because you lose the amount of players we did through injury and suspension. It's so difficult, and then and then training becomes disjointed because you haven't got the bodies to deal with it, and it's really difficult. So look, to I think the performance overall is the most pleasing thing, and the energy, the tempo, and the players to prove to themselves what they can deliver. And I think that's the best learning.
Just a final couple. There was over 6,500 here. It was obviously community day today, and well, I think Burton brought about 300, so about 6,300 Cobblers fans, which is a great turnout. You know, in poor form, crowds could dip, but to have that support is fantastic.
Look, we're really appreciative. It was a real special day for the club, community day again, and you know, I haven't, you know, seen many clubs better about what they do within the community, and you know, they talked about out there what the club did in COVID times, and you know, even Keith under his tenure and ringing around people, and you know, and just that special connection we try and get at this football club through the community. And then for the new what is it, community pitch at the back, it's absolutely brilliant. It's great place for the kids to play, and you know, who knows, one lad might, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old might be kicking the ball out there, and soon enough, you never know, he might be in our first team. So, but overall, to have the fans turn out, support us, back us, you know, we need them through tough times, and we've gone through a tough spell, and we've got to take this forward again. So, you know, on to the next game.
Yeah, and just finally, it's a great feeling going into I imagine it's a great feeling going into the international break off the back of a win, because obviously it's a long time to stew on a defeat otherwise. It must give you great momentum going into the next week or so.
Yeah, look, great to get the win, but the performance overall is really pleasing. So that's something to really build on and go forward, and we're getting bodies back, which is a huge positive for us.
Brilliant, well done today, Jon.
Thank you.